Hello, my name is James and welcome to Mirror Domain's Movie News for March 2nd, 2020. And on today's show we're going to be talking about Star Wars Emperor Palpatine clone news. And it's got a lot of die-hard Star Wars fans out there kind of like scratching their heads because apparently Emperor Palpatine was a clone all along in The Rise of Skywalker, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense from what Lucasfilm has told us, but we'll talk about that. Artemis Fowl has a new trailer out that we'll do a trailer reaction to, and James Gunn has taken to his social media to tell us that filming has wrapped on the Suicide Squad 2, as well as looking at the weekend box office report for our show today. And on the outside news, on outside entertainment news, we have a sausage report. It seems that singer from Maroon 5, Adam Levine, has made kind of a fool of himself. We'll talk about that in the Sausage Files. And to round things out, it seems that, Judge Judy is calling it quits after 25 seasons.
Really?
What do you think about Judge Judy, McBain?
You know, I bet that old broad has probably made enough money.
Yeah, and if I told you what her yearly salary was, you'd probably vomit in your own mouth. $47 million.
What?
A year. But yeah, we'll talk about that all today on Mirror Domain's Movie News. All right, let's just get to it. So for today's movie news, you can look down in the comments section below where I'll paste some time codes for you guys so you can jump to the stories that you want to, that really interest you. And that's the way that this channel works on Mirror Domain's Movie News. But first up, we'll talk about this story coming out from, I think it was Screen Rant, that there's the novelization of The Rise of Skywalker coming out, and it's been revealed that, well, Palpatine was a clone all along. Now, this has got a little bit of the fans kind of going, what's going on? Because apparently in the visual dictionary, they just found his body and they kept him alive. They found Palpatine's body after the wreckage of the second Death Star, and they kept him alive, and he wasn't a clone at all. Even though that we saw clones of Snoke, Palpatine himself was not a clone. So they've kind of retconned or changed some of the canon in this novelization to say that indeed, yes, that was a clone of Palpatine, and his body was degrading, so he had to migrate into something new, which we saw in the movie. He wanted to go into Rey. But I feel like that was sort of kind of alluded to, but it was never concrete. That's something that a lot of people are just kind of like, well, why didn't you just tell us that? Why didn't you just say that in one line or something like that? And I can understand that a lot of people out there, a lot of the Star Wars fans are getting their feathers ruffled. They're making these big rant videos, and they're fun to watch. I'll tell you that. If you want to see some fun rants about this, you'll see some nerds getting triggered, and that's always fun to watch. But I mean, I'm just like, for me, I was kind of off of the Star Wars bandwagon there after The Last Jedi. I was kind of like, it's very clear here that they don't know what they're doing. So I'm kind of like, I'm not shocked that this has come out and that they're changing some of the ideas, but I can understand that a lot of people are not liking this, that a lot of people are just kind of like, and who's to blame? Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams? Yeah, a lot of people are doing a lot of finger pointing at them. I would say more at J.J. Abrams, because he had the storylines from Colin Trevorrow, the Duel of the Fates script, that had some different ideas, but he just threw it all away. And of course, they had some storylines from George Lucas, but they threw all that away too. Now, you really should be pointing their fingers at those two people, and you think, yeah, but you know what, for me, I always point my finger at Bob Iger, because he was the one that kind of really said that The Force Awakens has to come out really fast, so we don't have time to develop all of this stuff. Even though that George Lucas gave us this outline, we're not going to follow it. So, yeah, I blame Bob Iger a lot more than I do J.J. Abrams, even though I would say that J.J. Abrams probably has equal fault for this. I just feel like, guys, the trilogy is done. We can't retcon it. We can't remake it. It's kind of like what happened after the prequels came out, where a lot of Star Wars fans turned on it and was kind of like, I really don't like this. Let's just say that it didn't happen. And I feel like this is happening now for the sequel trilogy, where a lot of people are just like, no, I've had my full fill. I don't want to hear about it anymore. This is nonsense. But I want to know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. Did this story get you kind of, I don't know if I like this or not. I really don't, because I'm sort of in that category. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I really like this. You should have just used a clone of Snoke and just forgot about Palpatine altogether. That would have made more sense. But I'm not going to ramble on about it. Let's just get to the weekend's box office and quickly take a look at that. I'll pull up the numbers right here. The Invisible Man came in a lot higher than a lot of people expected. Well, I don't think people were shocked that it came in number one. With 29 million, though. That's pretty good for a budget of 7 million. Overall, worldwide, it made 49 million. So that's really, really good for The Invisible Man. And if you haven't seen it, I did a review for it yesterday that you can just take a look at. I'll leave links to that up in the cards above. But Sonic the Hedgehog came in second, 16 million. Okay. The Call of the Wild, 13 million. That's a lot higher than I thought it would be. And My Hero Academia, Heroes Rising, came in fourth? What is this? My Hero Academia. McBain?
Hey, don't disrespect the anime fans.
Yeah, and this one caught me off guard because nobody told me that this movie was coming out and it wasn't on my radar. If I'd known that, I would have at least considered it for the top 5. That one just blew me out of the water. And then, of course, Bad Boys for Life came in 5th with 4.3 million. But The Invisible Man being number 1, I think, is the big highlight here. This is the main takeaway. I'm really happy that it did because it's a nice little horror film, and it just shows that, you know what, movies with smaller budgets can succeed, and this one did. It's really worthwhile seeing. I would say go out and see it because it won't let you down. And now for the Sausage Files. Yes, I like to do this every now and then. When something so audacious comes out, I'll talk about it. And it's a little bit outside of movie news. It's just plain entertainment news. Adam Levine was with his band Maroon 5 in Chile for a music festival. And yeah, he qualifies for the Sausage Files. So, Vina del Mar was this festival. It's in Chile. So his band was playing there, and apparently he had such a bad performance. They were apparently 30 minutes late that he just kind of like was just kind of like, blah. Why are we watching this guy sing who doesn't really want to be there? So for me, I just kind of like put him in the Sausage File. I was just like, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear. I don't care if you're famous, man. Get out. I don't want this. But I figured I'd just quickly share that with you guys.
Sausage!
Oh,
and here's today's sponsor.
Excellent. And today's sponsor is brought to you by the letter C. C is my favorite. No, I'm not reading this. What is this? James Gunn has taken to his social media to let us know that The Suicide Squad has wrapped filming, in which he said it was one of the best productions he's ever worked on. Now, I'll leave a little link here that says that The Suicide Squad is opening August 6th. Okay, cool. That's just around the corner, right? If they just wrapped, it should be coming up pretty soon. But then I just looked at the finer print there, and it's August 6th, 2021. Ooh. So that's more than a year away. And I'm thinking, that's a long time. You just wrapped and you still need that much time to finish post-production and everything. It would be nice if they moved it up a little bit, but you know, that's a lot of time to work on a lot of visual effects. Maybe they've just got a heavy VFX schedule. I can't imagine, though, that they would. Maybe because you hear that some of the characters are CG, so I figure that could be it. So yeah, did that get you excited for the Suicide Squad? It's just a quick little announcement I wanted to share with you guys. It's something that I've been keeping my eye on because I'm very curious about this sort of this light sort of soft reboot of this franchise, and I can't wait to actually see some footage from this. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. And finally, we have a trailer for Artemis Fowl. Now, this is a kids' adventure fantasy film that was supposed to come out last year, August 9th, actually. And it's directed by Kenneth Branagh, based on a series of novels about this younger kind of agent or something like that. And the first trailer was kind of mediocre. I was kind of like, I don't know about this one, guys. I really don't know. And apparently it was pushed back to this year because the Fox merger was happening, and this was under Fox at the time, I believe, so they kind of pushed it back to May 29th, 2020 is now the official release date for Artemis Fowl. So we'll do a quick little trailer reaction and see if it blows us away.
We want to know everything about the man you work for.
The man? Oh no. This isn't about the father. This is about the son.
Colin Farrell.
Artemis Fowl.
You've grown strong, son. And smarter
Okay.
than I ever imagined.
Then take me with you.
You're all I have now, Artie.
I like that Colin Farrell.
There's just one very important thing I have to do.
Authorities launched a worldwide manhunt for the famous collector. He is suspected to have been behind some of the biggest robberies ever.
Oh, so he's the bad guy. Okay.
Hello?
Your family has taken something of great value from us. Return it to me or I will destroy everything you love.
Fascinating.
You weren't supposed to see this yet. Your father is in a complicated profession. For years, he has protected powerful secrets that have kept mankind safe from the dangers of another world.
I can see the appeal of
It's
this.
time to face your destiny.
He's got a black suit. Can
But
relate
we
to
are
that.
not alone in this.
Kind of like the Men in Black,
Which is
though,
a
kind of,
talented
right?
giant dwarf.
But for the bad guys.
Short, your ally on the other side.
I don't know. It's got like an
It's
Ender's
real.
Game vibe to it, right?
All right. Save my father. Save the world.
Whole team ready, tell them we on deck.
Uh-oh.
Scared, Artemis?
I prefer scared to dead.
Artemis dismayed.
An army is coming.
Is that Judi Dench?
You think you can beat us?
We'll see.
Questionable
You think you are?
visual effects there.
I'm the next criminal mastermind.
Now look around, this is what
So
they
he's the
call
bad guy,
greatness.
but
I didn't read much on trolls. Anything I should look out for?
The teeth.
he has honest
They
intentions.
eat people. Good to know.
May 29th, Artemis Fowl! What did you think about that one, McBain?
I don't know, Disney. I don't know. I'm not sure if that really worked for me.
Yeah, and I want to know what your guys' main takeaway was from this little trailer. I just read here some of the comments down below. It says, the highlighted one is, this is nothing like the actual book series. In the books, his dad was taken by Russians, and the fairies tried to kill Artemis. I didn't get any of that in that trailer, except for the fact that his dad was taken by somebody. The biggest robberies ever. Ugh. As a reader of the books, as someone who has been hoping for a great adaptation for years, I can't describe how disappointed I am. Oh, wow, okay. So a lot of people who have read the books have not liked what they've seen in this trailer. And I guess that's sort of the dangerous line that you dance when you adapt material, is you can't really make it straight out of the book because, well, the book's longer, it's a longer narrative, you got to condense sort of things. But from this, it looks like they've taken it really off of the main page. One comment here says, I officially hate this. This is such an assassination of character, I'm shocked. He's triggered, just like some of the Star Wars fans were earlier for that Emperor Palpatine news. Man, they really butchered this source material, some other person said. Where's my cold, calculating, composed mastermind Artemis? So, he's supposed to be cold, calculating, composed. Where's my determined, fierce, loyal enforcer Holly? So a lot of fans have come out and kind of said that they don't like this. So, Artemis Fowl, what did you think about this trailer? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm very curious. Was your reaction like mine, and then you started to read some of the feedback, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, a lot of people didn't like it. This looks like a bad version of the Men in Black, but with kids and some magic. Artemis Fowl. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And that's pretty much the way that it's been today for March 2nd, 2020 in the realm of movie news and entertainment news. As you know, I paid attention to a lot of these headlines, so I figured I would just turn on the camera and share my thoughts with you guys. That's how it works here on Mirror Domain's Movie News. YouTube is recommending a video for you to watch right there. You can see my latest one just right up here. My name is James, and you're watching Mirror Domains. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe right there.